Have you ever wondered what makes a man truly unforgettable? The kind of man who leaves a lasting impression, the one she thinks about long after you're gone. Today we're diving into the qualities and habits that set you apart, making you the man she'll always regret losing. Whether you're in a relationship or single, these insights will help you grow into your best self and build connections that matter. Let's start this journey together and discover what it really takes to be that man. Confidence is magnetic. It's not about arrogance or showing off, but about believing in yourself and your worth. When you walk into a room with your head held high and a genuine smile, people notice. Women especially are drawn to men who are comfortable in their own skin. Confidence shows in the way you speak, the way you carry yourself, and how you handle challenges. It's about trusting your decisions and not being afraid to stand up for what you believe in. Start building your confidence by setting small goals and celebrating your progress. Being emotionally intelligent means understanding your own feelings and being sensitive to the emotions of others. It's about listening without judgment, showing empathy, and responding thoughtfully. When you can communicate openly and handle conflicts with maturity, you create a safe space for your partner. Emotional intelligence isn't just about being soft, it's about being strong enough to be vulnerable. Practice active listening and try to see things from her perspective. This will make you stand out as someone who truly cares. Respect is the foundation of any strong relationship. It's about valuing her opinions, honoring her boundaries, and treating her as an equal. When you show respect, you build trust and admiration. This means listening when she speaks, supporting her dreams, and never belittling her feelings. A respectful man stands out because he makes his partner feel valued and secure. Remember, respect isn't just shown in big gestures, but in everyday actions and words. Ambition is attractive. It shows that you have goals, dreams, and the determination to pursue them. Women admire men who are passionate about their work or hobbies and who strive to improve themselves. Ambition doesn't mean you have to be rich or famous. It's about having a sense of purpose and working towards something meaningful. Share your aspirations with her and invite her to be part of your journey. Your drive will inspire her and make you unforgettable. Being authentic means being true to yourself. Don't pretend to be someone you're not just to impress her. Women appreciate honesty and sincerity. When you're genuine, you attract people who value you for who you really are. Authenticity builds trust and creates deeper connections. Don't be afraid to show your quirks and share your real thoughts. The right person will love you for it, and she'll remember you as someone who is always real. Man who supports his partner's growth is rare and valuable. Encourage her to chase her dreams, learn new things, and become the best version of herself. Celebrate her achievements and be there during setbacks. When you show genuine interest in her goals, she feels empowered and appreciated. This kind of support creates a strong bond and makes you the man she'll always remember. Be her biggest cheerleader, and she'll never forget your impact on her life. Reliability is a trait that never goes out of style. When you make a promise, keep it. Being dependable shows that you respect her and value her time. It's about following through on your commitments, big or small. If you say you'll be there, show up. If you promise to help, do it. Over time, your consistency will build trust and make you stand out as someone she can always count on. This reliability is something she'll miss if you're gone. Good sense of humor can make any relationship more enjoyable. Laughter brings people closer and helps you both navigate tough times. Don't be afraid to be playful and share jokes. Being able to laugh at yourself and not take life too seriously is a sign of confidence and resilience. Women remember men who made them smile and brought joy into their lives, so keep things lighthearted and fun whenever you can. Never underestimate the power of appreciation. Let her know you notice the little things she does, whether it's her kindness, her efforts, or her unique qualities. Express gratitude often, both in words and actions. A simple thank you or a thoughtful gesture can go a long way. When you make her feel valued, she'll remember how good it felt to be with you. Appreciation creates a positive atmosphere and strengthens your bond. Listening is more than just hearing words. It's about giving your full attention, understanding her feelings, and responding thoughtfully. When you listen without interrupting or judging, you show that you care about her perspective. Good listeners make their partners feel seen and heard, which is essential for a strong connection. Practice active listening by making eye contact, nodding, and asking follow-up questions. She'll remember you as someone who truly understood her. Loyalty is a rare and precious quality. It means standing by her side even when things get tough. Loyalty isn't just about being faithful, it's about being supportive, honest, and trustworthy. When you're loyal, you create a sense of security that's hard to find. She'll remember you as someone who is always there through thick and thin. Loyalty builds a foundation for lasting love and deep respect. Support comes in many forms, from offering a listening ear to helping her through challenges. Show up for her when she needs you and be her partner in both good times and bad. When you're supportive, you show that you care about her happiness and well-being. This kind of partnership is unforgettable because it's built on mutual care and understanding. She'll always remember the man who had her back. Clear communication is the key to avoiding misunderstandings and building trust. Be honest about your feelings and intentions. Don't play games or leave her guessing. When you communicate openly, you show respect for her and for the relationship. Good communication also means being willing to talk about difficult topics and work through disagreements together. She'll appreciate your honesty and remember you as someone who is always straightforward. Sense of adventure keeps the relationship exciting. Try new things together, explore new places, and be open to new experiences. Adventure doesn't have to mean skydiving. It can be as simple as trying a new restaurant or taking a spontaneous road trip. When you're adventurous, you create memories that last a lifetime. She'll remember the fun and excitement you brought into her life, and she'll miss that spark when you're gone. Kindness is a quality that never goes unnoticed. Treat her with compassion, patience, and understanding. Small acts of kindness like a thoughtful note or a helping hand can make a big difference. When you're kind, you create a positive atmosphere and make her feel cherished. Kindness is remembered long after everything else fades. She'll always think fondly of the man who treated her with genuine care. Passion isn't just about romance, it's about living life with enthusiasm and energy. Be passionate about your interests, your work, and your relationship. When you bring passion into everything you do, it's contagious. She'll be inspired by your zest for life and remember the excitement you brought into her world. Passionate men are unforgettable because they make every moment feel alive. Integrity means doing the right thing even when no one is watching. Be honest, keep your promises, and act with honor. Integrity builds trust and respect, both of which are essential for a lasting relationship. When you have strong values and stick to them, you become someone she can rely on. She'll always remember the man who stood by his principles. Generosity isn't just about money, it's about giving your time, attention, and love. Be generous with your compliments, your support, and your affection. When you give freely without expecting anything in return, you create a sense of abundance in the relationship. She'll remember the man who always gave his best and made her feel special. Curiosity keeps things interesting. Ask questions, show interest in her life, and be eager to learn new things together. When you're curious, you show that you care about her thoughts and experiences. This makes conversations deeper and more meaningful. She'll remember the man who was always interested in her and who made her feel important. Reliability means being someone she can count on no matter what. Show up when you say you will, keep your promises, and be consistent in your actions. Reliability builds trust and makes her feel secure in the relationship. She'll always remember the man who was there for her through thick and thin. Patience is a virtue that strengthens any relationship. Be patient with her growth, her mistakes, and her journey. Everyone has their own pace, and showing patience means you respect her process. When you're patient, you create a safe space for her to be herself. She'll remember the man who never rushed her and always gave her time. Being protective doesn't mean being controlling. It's about making her feel safe and cared for. Stand up for her, look out for her well-being, and be there when she needs support. When you're protective in a healthy way, she feels secure and valued. She'll remember the man who made her feel safe and cherished. Positive attitude is contagious. Stay optimistic even when things get tough. Your positivity can lift her spirits and help you both overcome challenges. When you focus on solutions instead of problems, you create a hopeful environment. She'll remember the man who always saw the bright side and made life feel lighter. Honesty is the cornerstone of trust. Always tell the truth even when it's hard. When you're honest, you show that you respect her and value the relationship. Honesty builds a strong foundation and prevents misunderstandings. She'll remember the man who is always truthful and transparent. Humility is an attractive quality. Admit when you're wrong, be open to feedback, and never act superior. Humble men are approachable and easy to connect with. When you show humility, you create space for growth and understanding. She'll remember the man who is never too proud to learn or apologize. Forgiveness is essential for any lasting relationship. Let go of grudges and be willing to move forward after disagreements. When you forgive, you show maturity and a willingness to grow together. Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting, but it means choosing to focus on the future. She'll remember the man who could let go and start fresh. Responsibility means taking ownership of your actions and decisions. Be accountable for your mistakes and learn from them. When you're responsible, you show that you can be trusted with important matters. She'll remember the man who always took responsibility and never made excuses. Being present means giving her your full attention when you're together. Put away distractions and focus on the moment. When you're present, you show that she matters to you. This creates deeper connections and lasting memories. She'll remember the man who made her feel like the most important person in the room. Open-mindedness allows you to embrace new ideas and perspectives. Be willing to listen, learn, and grow together. When you're open-minded, you create a relationship where both partners feel heard and respected. She'll remember the man who is always willing to see things from her point of view. Affection is a powerful way to show love and care. Hold her hand, give her hugs, and express your feelings through touch and words. Affection creates intimacy and makes her feel cherished. She'll remember the man who wasn't afraid to show how much he cared. Understanding means being patient with her feelings and experiences. Try to see things from her perspective and offer support when she needs it. When you're understanding, you create a safe space for her to be herself. She'll remember the man who always tried to understand her no matter what. Gratitude strengthens relationships. Show appreciation for the things she does and the person she is. When you express gratitude, you create a positive atmosphere and make her feel valued. She'll remember the man who was always thankful and never took her for granted. Resourcefulness means finding solutions and making the best of any situation. Be creative and proactive when faced with challenges. When you're resourceful, you show that you can handle life's ups and downs. She'll remember the man who always found a way and never gave up. Consistency builds trust and reliability. Be steady in your words and actions and avoid sending mixed signals. When you're consistent, you create a stable environment where she feels safe. She'll remember the man who is always there no matter what. Everyone needs space sometimes. Respect her need for alone time and encourage her to pursue her own interests. When you respect her space, you show that you trust her and value her independence. She'll remember the man who gave her freedom and never tried to control her. Friendship is the foundation of any great relationship. Be her confidant, her supporter, and her partner in fun. When you're a good friend, you create a bond that goes beyond romance. She'll remember the man who is always there to laugh, listen, and share life's moments. Self-awareness means understanding your strengths and weaknesses, reflect on your actions and be willing to grow. When you're self-aware, you can communicate better and avoid repeating mistakes. She'll remember the man who is always striving to be better. Playfulness keeps the relationship fun and light. Don't be afraid to be silly, joke around, and enjoy the moment. Playful men bring joy and laughter into their partner's life. She'll remember the man who made her smile and brought happiness into every day. Share your ambitions and encourage her to pursue hers. When you grow together, you create a partnership that's dynamic and inspiring. Support each other's goals and celebrate every milestone. She'll remember the man who dreamed big with her and made her believe anything was possible. How you treat others says a lot about you. Be polite, considerate, and respectful to everyone, not just her. When you show kindness to others, you demonstrate strong character. She'll remember the man who treated everyone with respect and dignity. Don't hide your emotions, be open about how you feel, whether it's love, fear, or uncertainty. When you're honest about your feelings, you create intimacy and trust. She'll remember the man who wasn't afraid to be vulnerable. Compromise is essential for harmony. Be willing to meet her halfway and find solutions that work for both of you. When you compromise, you show that you value the relationship more than being right. She'll remember the man who always worked towards peace. Leadership isn't about control, it's about guiding with compassion and confidence. Take initiative, make decisions together, and support her growth. When you lead with kindness, you inspire trust and admiration. She'll remember the man who led with his heart. Becoming the kind of man she regrets losing isn't about being perfect. It's about growing, learning, and showing up as your best self every day. Focus on these qualities, and you'll not only become unforgettable to her, but you'll also build a life and relationships you're proud of. Remember, the journey to becoming your best self is ongoing, and every step you take makes a difference. Thanks for joining this journey. Keep striving, keep growing, and keep being the man she'll always remember.